Oh, morning. Sun's up. Man, it was cold last night. I think I'm reaching the point where it's getting about as cold as I want to get with this sleep setup. Well, it got down to about 6, and then obviously it was quite windy on top of that, although you get some shelter in here. I'm going to see what the sun's like out there, then I'm going to force myself to make a move. Wow. Look at that, clear blue skies. That's motivating me to get up, even if it is a little bit chilly still. Right, wow, yeah. 360. I'll come back to the 10 in a minute. That is pretty spectacular place to wake up. Right, that's where I was last night. Got chatting with the chap from that white Defender. He's doing, I don't know, just like range type stuff. He did say if that, in the off chance that cafe was closed, he gave me another recommendation, a mountain biking place that does good food and good coffee. So I've got a couple of options, and if they're really close to each other, I might even pop into both, and I'll get food at one, and I'll probably have coffee at both of them, to be honest. All right, I'm going to get going now. We've come from all the way down this paved path into the forest, well, into the path through the forest. I bet a bunch of these get cut down and sent to cities at Christmas and for people to use as Christmas trees. Feel the temperature drop, and then you get in the shade of the forest like this. Oop. Yeah. This is really clear. The next bit that we go over, the Fluid Hills, I think it's called. But anyway, the next big bit of hills, so that'll be where we're heading up to. That's probably where I'll spend tonight, somewhere up there. Yeah, a bit of forestry operation going on there. Landella is the name of the little village that we're going to. It's about a mile further on the path. That's where breakfast's going to be, I'm hoping. Again, that was really good. Little cafe there and a little shop attached. So as well as getting a breakfast and a couple of cups of coffee, I was able to pick up a couple of flapjacks for snacks, probably one today, one tomorrow, and a couple of bottles of beer for this afternoon/evening. There's a little church here. Just going to take a quick look around the churchyard there, and then back onto the path. So there you go, Chepstow 148 miles, Prestatyn 29. Just walking around this church, having a look at the graveyard. I just mentioned a couple of things that are on the sign in front. So they've got like a visitor centre here as well, free hot drinks. There's a water point there, and obviously, you didn't see because the camera's pointing the wrong way, but there's a couple of benches outside. But yeah, inside, sounds like they've got, they have, according to the sign, they've got places you can kind of sit down and eat your food that you bring with you, and there's free hot drinks and toilets inside. So if you're coming through and the cafe's closed, or you don't want to you don't want to spend any money, then pop into this church. So this is what we've got heading out of town. A little stream on the left. Nice clear as well. Oh, they did offer to fill my water up at the cafe, so I took advantage of that. So I've got just shy of 2 litres of water with me as well. Oh, let's have a look where we've just come down from. We're down through those trees, down through the forests and trees there, and then this big group of trees in front of us here, just behind, that's blocking where the little village was. Okay, anyway, get over this bridge and up into the hills again. Hello, cows. Oh, you got no mates? I'm going to take another day off. While there's basically the last full day, and then like half day tomorrow. This is the shirt I normally sleep in. I just thought, well, this is the cleanest thing I've got. I just wore this for the last day and a half. That's the gate that I need to go through, Mr. Cow. You're gonna move. You're gonna move. You're gonna move it. Move it. Move it. Pass. Fold it basically this wood, we've skirt up the left edge of this woods here. They're talking with a woman who started walking her dog just at the when I was going through those fields with the cows, and just before starting climbing up this hill, and she was saying she's been told the farm who owns a lot of the fields around here, so they've been suffering from ash dieback here as well. So many bits of woodland that's in the shade that have been suffering with this ash dieback. At the moment I think it's a real problem, but I think I mentioned before, hopefully there's a solution for it in the works. There should be. I don't know, maybe in the next couple of years, maybe in the next 3-4 years, it won't be an issue anymore, but a lot of trees will have been lost between now and then. Right, it's all fenced off, but hopefully there's a nice little fence that's at the bar bar to make it a little bit easy to get in, and then a little seat inside, which is convenient. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break in these forests. So let's see. So we come down that, from the villages down in the next valley, down that road, and then down the side of that woods, and then up the hill here. Right, onwards and upwards. And this is the other side. I just had a check on the map, and I think I found that. Well, basically I found the next little village that we go through, Bloodfowie, I think it is, Bloodfowie, something like that, I don't know. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to make it today. It would be like, even pushing on with no stops and making decent time, it's going to be gone 10 o'clock by the time I get there, so that's not happening. So I'm just going to find somewhere to pitch up in the hills tonight again, so no bother. I'm just aware that my tent does need a little bit of an air out still, so I'll probably aim to do as I've done with varying degrees of success the last couple of nights, and just pitch an hour before. If I can find somewhere suitable to have a bite to eat. Not a bad valley view to be walking over, and this weather's fantastic. October as well, wow. Just come down that path there and got some shelter from these woodlands, and then you can see the path runs up, and you can just hopefully see. I'm going to get a stick to point it out to you. Mark a post there. Drop my stick. I'm going to walk up there, and then if there's a little flat bit on top of that, I'm going to pitch the tent up there and have a sit down. If not, I'm going to come down to this saddle here and I'll throw the tent up there to dry out for a bit, because this sun is on point. Okay, so cancel my last. Let's go to the top of it, and let me just show you the side of that saddle. So it's a field full of cows. Hello, little cow. Hello, little cow. So, I think just over there, behind those trees over the ridge there. Oh, you can even see a bit of it actually. You can see bit of road there. I think that as it goes through around those trees, or maybe just round to the left a bit, there's some car parking, and there's the Druid Edge hotel or motel, I'm not sure. Anyway, there's some kind of hospitality establishment there, so I'm going to hope there'll be somewhere to sit down outside there, somewhere I can just throw the tent up. Anyway, somewhere near here there's somewhere that I should be able to throw the tent up. Right. Let's see what's on offer at this little place. This motel's all closed at the moment, obviously under new ownership, so I don't know if it's closed permanently or if they're going to reopen it as something else. But anyway, I've got a little bit on the front here. I've been able to put out my ground sheet and tent. That'll dry in 15-20 minutes. Ignore the road, but apart from that, not a bad view. It won't even take that long back. Literally in the time it took me to record that last little piece of video, and then get a bottle out of my bag, and the bottle opener, the top of the ground sheet was dry. So that was what, like 3 minutes tops? So I just flipped it over. The tent's almost dry on this side. But that's not going to stop me, because I'm set on opening a bottle of beer now. And the two that I've got this time are both from Hafford Brewing Company, which is in Mould, which is just north of here. It's actually not far, just outside of Wrexham as well. And today's interesting bit, or the first interesting bit today, is the focus here. Darjeeling Welsh wildflower honey and Darjeeling tea, 4.5% ABV. Refreshing golden ale made with Black Mountains Welsh wildflower honey, Darjeeling tea and lemon peel. So this should be interesting. This one should be a little bit different. Let's find out. Okay. It's not bad actually. You wouldn't want too many of them. It's not a session beer, but yeah, I think the tea comes through more than that. You can taste a little hint of honey on the front of the taste, and then on the back a little bit of a tea, but it's not overpowering. It's not like some of these beers that you get where the adjuvants just take over the flavour completely. It's just like a hint of those flavours. Alright, cool. Everything's dry now. I've got probably another 10 minutes. I'm going to finish my beer off. And then I'm going to get going. Yeah, I'm going to try and get about another 2 hours of walking in. And then at that point, around about that point, there's like a hilltop with an old tower on it called Moel Famau that apparently is quite a popular hiking destination. I'm looking at some of the pictures on Google Maps. It looks like there's some places around there that I should be able to pitch up for the night, but also like after about an hour of walking I'm probably just going to start looking for somewhere, but that's potentially my destination for the night. And then yeah, it looks like up on top of the, whichever way the wind's blowing, assuming I can find somewhere flat anywhere around it, I'll be able to find somewhere that's a bit sheltered. Anyway, we'll see. I don't know if that's coming across as steep on camera as it looks from here, but I think I'm basically straight up until that little bush right in the middle of the frame, and then it's going to run around to the left. I think there might be some flat bits. There's nothing that's flat here. Nice view of the sun going down though. Sunset in about half an hour, and I think it's going to be half an hour of climbing, and then hopefully I'll find somewhere flat near the top. Well, near the, yeah, anyway, near the highest bit that the path goes around. It doesn't go quite up to the top. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to go up to go back down. But hey, at least there's some nice steps this way, and the path looks pretty clear. And that sun going down is still pretty special. But we can feel the light going now. Definitely. Right, on we go. Paraglider. Cool. And down there, near where those car parks are, is where I was thinking I'll probably find something. That tower on top there is what I was talking about. I'm not going to make it there. I mean, I could. It would be just after midnight. Just after it goes dark. Just after midnight. Jesus. No. It's nowhere near that. But I think that little bit in front of the trees in between the two car parks looks fairly flat and looks camper friendly. So I'm going to find somewhere down there. Right here will do. Just as hopefully you can see the sunset. So just going down, about to go down behind the hills, just going behind those clouds behind me. Yeah, this is cool. This is a really nice little spot. Pretty cool. That guy up on the paragliders got an awesome view. All pitched up, it's thinning out here. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half a dozen cars left in the car park still. I think people just coming back down from walks on the hills. That paraglider landed just the other side of the field from my tent, so I was having a chat with him. His wife turned up with a really cool dog, so I'm going to play around with the dog as well. So that was fun. I'm just having a beer, my other beer that I got from the same brewery. Pilgrim was Simcoe Hop Pale Ale, another 4.5% one, same as the other one, so not too bad. I'll just spin you around and show you where the tent is. There's the tent set up, well, lovely and dry, which makes a change. So I'm going to get everything set up in there, and then I'm going to finish my beer, then I'm going to get everything set up in there, then I'm going to make some food. I did about 15 miles today. I've got about just under 22 miles left to go. Sunrise is at 7:30 tomorrow. It's about 45 minutes to the tower, so it's a little bit further than I thought. So if I set my alarm for 6, I can get up to the top for sunrise and do sunrise up at the tower, and I can make some breakfast up there, and that'll be a nice start to the day. And then what? And I'll have already done 45 minutes by then. Yeah, I can still probably hit Prestatyn by kind of late afternoon. So it might be quite a long last day tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll see. I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to decide what I'm going to use the stove for.